Today, let us play an interesting game. Now, this is an interesting crossword puzzle. And what do we see here? Here we have all these squares and we have to make words. Now, the speciality is all these words begin with act. And we will have to add some letters after this, either horizontally or vertically, to make new words. Now, can you fill up these blanks? Well, I can do it my way. So, what am I going to do first? I am going to fill up this part. How? Let's see. So, this is ACT, then I add IVE and it becomes active. So, this is a new word. Now, next I am going to fill up this part and I add ION. So, the word that I get is action. Third, I am going to fill up this one. Now, how do I do? See, ACT and I have an N here. So, I need to form it like this. So, what I get is acting. So, 3 of it is already solved. I have 2 more to go. Well, I am going to make it ACT and then OR. So, I get actor. Now, finally, I am left with this one. So, I am going to add ED to it and form acted. So, you see, we have used a set of letters like IVE, ION, ING, OR and ED, and we have formed new words. All these groups of letters that we have added have a special name in English language. And what are they called? Well, they are called suffixes. So, you must be wondering, what are suffixes and what do they do? Well, today we are going to learn about suffixes. So, first, what is a suffix? Well, a suffix is a letter or a group of letters added at the end of a word to form a new word. Now, the word suffix itself means to add after something. So, these groups of letters like ING, ED, OR, ION and IVE are all suffixes which are groups of letters and they are added at the end of a word. For example, these when added at the end of the word act gives us words like acting, acted, actor, action and active. The meaning of the new word is usually different from that of the original word. Now, this is very important. So, how are suffixes helping us? They are added at the end of a word and the resulting words have different meanings. So, when I say acting, it is different from the meaning of the word act. When I say actor, once again it has a different meaning from that of act. Similarly, act and action, act and active have different meanings. Now, one of the common usage of suffix is to form plurals of nouns. So, you have seen that we make plurals of words by adding S, ES, IES and EN. We are very familiar with this. So, when I say books, what exactly are we doing? We are adding an S after the word book. Now, this S is a suffix. So, by adding S to a noun, I can form the plurals. Similarly, for some words, we add ES to form the plurals, as in glass becomes glasses. So, ES is added after glass. Similarly, to form the plural of baby, what we do is add an IES. Now, this I is actually coming from this Y. So, Y changes to I and ES is added. Thus, the plural of baby becomes babies by addition of IES. And ox becomes oxen. So, what are we adding here? We are adding the suffix EN. So, all these S, ES, IES, EN are different suffixes which can be used to form the plurals of nouns. Another usage of suffixes to form singular forms of verbs. Now, in this case also we have s, es and ies. But the thing is, when we add these suffixes to verbs, we make the singular forms of verbs. So, win becomes wins, catch becomes catches, fly becomes flies. In case of flies, what exactly happens is the y changes to I and after that the es is added. We use suffixes to form tenses of verbs. Now, this is another very common and important usage of suffix. So, here the verb is paint. So, when I add ed to paint, it becomes painted. So, which is the past tense of the verb paint or the ed form of the verb paint. And when I add ing to the verb paint, I get painting, which shows a continuous action. So, the boy is painting. The action is still in progress. So, we create the ed and ing forms of verbs by adding ed and ing to a verb or to the base verb. So, here we have some more examples of verbs and how we form the tenses using the suffixes ed and ing. So, clean becomes cleaned and cleaning by the addition of ed and ing respectively. Now, in case of bake, you must be very careful. The word bake already ends with e. So, when I add ed to bake, I do not have two e's. I only have one e. And when I add ing to bake, I do not use the e. I simply add ing after bak. So, the e is not written here. In case of clap, what we see is when I add the suffix ed, I also have the last consonant doubled. That is, one more extra p is added to the word clap and then we have ed. Similarly, when I have the ing form of clap, what I do is I add another p at the end and then add ing to it. So, these are different ways in which we can add ed and ing to form the different tenses of the verbs. We also use suffixes to form adverbs by adding ly to adjectives. Now, this is a very common usage. Now, words like brave, easy, gentle, all these are adjectives, and if we add ly to these words, what we get are bravely, easily and gently. So, when I add ly to each of these words, the words that we get are bravely, easily and gently, and all these are adverbs. So, brave plus ly gives us bravely. Easy plus ly gives us easily. Now, here note this y changes to I and then we have ly added to the word. In case of the word gentle, when we add ly, the e is removed. So, we just have gent and ly. So, these are the various ways in which we can add ly to an adjective and create an adverb. So, this is a very common way of getting adverbs from adjectives. Now, another important usage of suffixes are to make different degrees of adjectives. For example, the word big. This is the adjective of manner. When I add the suffix er to big, I get bigger. The difference is this last g is repeated once before er is added, and the word bigger is comparative degree of the adjective big. Similarly, if I add est to big, we get biggest. The difference once again is a g is added extra. The last G of big is repeated before the est is added, and this biggest is the superlative degree of adjective big. So the suffix er when added to an adjective of manner gives us the comparative degree of adjective, whereas the suffix est when added to the adjective of manner gives us the superlative degree of adjective. So adjective of manner plus er gives us the comparative degree of adjective. Examples: small plus er, smaller; pure plus er, purer. Now when we form the comparative degree of adjective of pure by adding er, we have only one e. Remember, we don't have two e's. We just have one e and then r. Pretty plus er equals to prettier. Now in this case the y changes to I and after that we have er. So in this way we can create the comparative degree of adjectives by adding er to the adjective of manner. Remember, when we have a y at the end of a word, we change it to I before adding er, and if the word already has an e at the end, we do not use double e, we just have one e and r. Adjective of manner plus est gives us the superlative degree of adjective. Now small plus est is smallest, pure plus est is purest, pretty plus est is prettiest. So in this case as well, you can see the y changes to I and then we have est added. Similarly here, pure already has e. Again we have est here, but we do not use two e's, we just have one e and st. And for small, we simply add est at the end of the word to get the superlative degree of adjective. Now, the suffixes or or er when added to a verb such as ride or act gives us the sense of who is performing the action. So here ride and act are verbs, and when I add er to ride, I get rider. So this means one who rides. So as you can see, one who performs the action. So one who rides is a rider. Now note, the verb ride already has an e and we have an er. But we do not have double e for rider. We just have one e and then r. Similarly, we get actor by adding or to the verb act, and the meaning of actor is one who acts. So when I add or er to the verbs, we get the person who is performing the action. Here what you need to note is that we have also used the suffix er to form comparative degree of adjectives. So remember, when we have er as a suffix added to an adjective of manner, there we get the comparative degree of adjective. But if the suffix er is added to a verb, then we get another noun which shows the person who is performing that verb or performing that action. Another suffix is the suffix y. So this is a single letter which is used as a suffix added to a noun and it gives us the new word which is an adjective. So rain plus y gives us rainy. Rain is a noun and rainy is an adjective. Similarly, sun plus y gives us sunny, but here note, the last consonant of the noun sun is repeated before the y is added. And here smoke becomes smoky. In this case, the last e has been omitted in the new word that has been formed. So in this way you can see we can form adjectives from nouns by adding y. The suffix less means without. So when I say home plus less, homeless, I mean somebody without home. So without home means homeless. Similarly, mercy plus less gives us merciless. So merciless means somebody who is without mercy. So less gives us the meaning of without. Again, the opposite of less is full. So the suffix full actually gives us the meaning of full of. So when I say beauty plus full equals to beautiful, I mean something which is full of beauty. Similarly, hope plus full equals to hopeful, which means full of hope. So in beautiful, what we get is this I, which is actually coming from this Y. So the Y changes to I and then the full is added to it to make beautiful. So now fill in the blank with the appropriate form of the given word. This dash entertains the audience in all the shows, and the word is speak. Now we have to use this word in its correct form in this blank to make a meaningful sentence. Now this dash entertains the audience in all the shows. So I am referring to a person who is entertaining. So this is the verb, and to make a noun from this verb, what do we add? We add er and the word becomes speaker. So the one who speaks is called a speaker, and that is formed by adding the suffix er to the verb speak. So the speaker entertains the audience in all the shows. Fill in the blank with the appropriate form of the given word. The sky is dash since today morning, and the word given to us is cloud. So the sky is dash since today morning. So we need an adjective here which is describing the sky, and the word that we have is cloud, which is a noun. Now we have learned that to make an adjective from a noun, we add the suffix y. So if we add the suffix y to cloud, we get cloudy. So the sky is cloudy since today morning. So today we have learned about the different suffixes and the different functions of the suffixes. So in cases they can be used to form the plurals of nouns or the singular forms of verbs. At times we can use them to form the comparative or the superlative degrees of adjectives. At times we can form adjectives from nouns or adverbs from adjectives, and so on. So there can be many new ways of forming new words using the suffix. So the most important thing is, by adding a single letter or a group of letters which are called suffixes, we can form many new words and increase our vocabulary. So now is your turn to find out more such suffixes and see how many new words you can form. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStation, iPad, watches and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.